So, berkaitan dengan projek CSR. Saya rasa semua dah ada ni slide ni semua dah download. Okey. So projek CSR, so kita ada lebih kurang dalam 4 subtopik dalam ni. Kita ada 59 slide. Saya akan cuba go through secepat mungkin. Kalau ada apa-apa soalan, kamu boleh stop saya. Okey. At any time. Okey. Alright, so regarding engineer, SR and project management. Okay, so this is a definition by William A. Wolf, President of International Academy of Engineering. So what is an engineer? Okay, so basically what he says is that a scientist always discover new thing, but an engineer work out how this thing can be used for human welfare and commercial future. Okay, alright, so this is the basic definition lah. And then the best part is you all will have to take FYP, final year project. So basically you need to differentiate what is your project with the design project. So you have taken design 1 and design 2. So you should know how to differentiate what is the design and what is the project. Same goes here. Alright, so you have 2 types. First, we call it as an engineer, and then they here also mention that you have a scientist. So you need to differentiate what is a scientist, what is a engineer. Alright, if you have another question regarding this, you can ask me at any time lah. Alright, so this is some roles of engineer. Okay, difference between scientist and engineer. Scientist is explore basic knowledge, while engineer is application of applied science. Okay, but nowadays means that when you talk about application of applied science, you must refer to standards. Okay, means that is the recognized science that can be applied and can be used. Okay, for example, if you want to install a pipe, okay, which pipe is suitable for your application? Okay, so you must refer to the standard, because in that standard also includes what is the force applied, the strength of that pipe, and then the material suitable for that pipe. Okay, so normally when we talk about engineer, engineer use the standard. Okay, but first of all you must learn what is that standard, of course lah. We call it as the basic fundamentals. Okay, but the scientist is the person who explore that is suitable, this is suitable, what is the best condition to be used as a guideline or as a standard. Engineer applied that standard. So those things are difference between scientist and engineer. So you must know how to differentiate, because both of these you have learned in your syllabus. First we call it as a design. So design is engineer. Scientist is your currently FYP, final year project. So these 2 types of difference. Alright. And then we look on what is a CSR, corporate social responsibility. Okay, so basically this CSR is a corporate terms. Okay, so basically it's a voluntary works, okay, from the corporate towards the community. Okay, so that we call it as a CSR. Okay, so we added some value into the CSR resource. Okay, also we have, when you talk about value, there must be some risk lah. Okay, after this we look into what is the risk management and also the philanthropy. Okay, so this is the value creation includes inside the CSR. So they have we call it as the purpose of the value creation. Right, so the purpose is to innovative and promote sustainable business model. That is the main purpose. So what is the benefit? They share their values. Okay, so for example what you are currently doing right now, So why we stick on the CSR means that what contribute of you are the undergraduate, what is your contribution towards the society? It's not only that you are contributing, we call it as a money funding. It's not only funding, but another things, the much more we call it a very valuable, such as maybe you conduct a tutorial or outside class mentor-mentee program, something like that. Okay, contohnya saya bagi kamu contoh apa perlu dalam CSR yang boleh buat secara online. Satu, buat kelas latihan matematik ataupun fizik kepada pelajar-pelajar sekolah ataupun buat kelas tambahan secara online. Okay, so that is one of the effort that you do, how to contribute your effort, your knowledge towards the society. It's not only a matter of money, it's only how you contribute, what is the impact. For me, during this pandemic, okay, people are less face to face, and then let's go to school. So you use this situation, you can create another, what we call it, another environment to educate this a certain numbers of students that are left behind, and then you can do some revision with them. So that is the contribution you can give towards your society. Okay, terutama yang pedalaman. Okay, the remote area. So that remote area with less facilities compared to us. Basically we can access internet everywhere, but in the remote area is much more less lah. So basically that is one of the contribution you can contribute towards the society. It's not only money, it's only what you can give towards your society. Alright, so that we call it as a value creation. Alright, so here in this slide is talk about the image, media coverage, return investor. But in your area, you are just a student. But currently, you are feel that you are only a student, that you cannot contribute because you don't have any. No, basically, student of we call it higher learning, can contribute, what we call it as a share their knowledge, in terms of value creation, or selain daripada we call it as a tutorial class. Okay, you can also give your effort, okay, how to manage the for example, how to conduct a class tuition with using the online, how to use the Webex, how to use the Google Meet, how to use the Google Classroom, and also how to create a Google form. So that is one of the technology currently you are familiar with, but you must know that in the remote area, that situation is much less being exposed to them. So that is one of the value creation you can add it inside your CSR. Okay, so this is the example of value creation. Okay, so you may look into this. So this is the example for company, but in your area it's not something bigger like this lah, but you must have the progress, and then you must add some value. It's not only the value talking about money, as I mentioned earlier, it's not only about money, but it's only on what is the value you giving towards your society. Okay, alright, so the risk, this is some risk, means that as mentioned earlier, when you talk about involving with NGO, so that is example of risk. Okay, why? Because you know lah, currently NGO is much being related towards the politician, and then the PRN is much near. Okay, but that is the risk. You need to be careful. Okay, because currently we are not being advisable to relate with the politician. It being advisable for you to do without politic approach. Okay, so that is the risk. Some of the risk that you need to take very be careful lah. Okay, so here also you have the risk management, which means that how you can conduct your CSR, all right, within the time frame, within the given objective, given purpose. Okay, and then also in doing so, you must manage your risk very carefully. All right. Okay, so this is the inside the risk management also you will have your moral value. Okay, so moral ni penting. It's not only about the money, but you must comply with the relevant authorities, and also you have your dignity. You must oblique. And then sustainability. Okay, which means that what you have done currently, okay, you can give impacts towards the new young generation. Okay, ataupun paling tidak pun your junior that will take this subject after you. Okay, alright. Okay, this is the philanthropy. Philanthropy means that you provide skill. It's not only funding, but skills. Okay, what you can provide towards your society. Okay, it's not only really this skill is not only by using your forehand, okay, but skill will involve your knowledge towards your IT, information technologies. Currently people are talking about information technologies, how you can manage your class online, and then so on so forth. But at the end of the day, that is a skill you need to share, you need to contribute towards your especially in remote area lah. Okay, it's not only we are in a institution of higher learning, which means that you all is being exposed towards this. Google Meet is just a piece of cake for you, but in some area Google Meet is one types of tools that very rare for them. Okay, so the skill to using a Google Meet is one of the things that you need to to consider lah. Okay, alright. So this is the philanthropy. Okay, love for others plus desire in the welfare of others. Okay, means here it's not about you are taking responsibility towards them. No, it means that you are considering help them. You share your knowledge, you share your skills, okay, towards helping them for a new bright or for their future to be excel. Okay, to be excel in the future. Alright, so basically you are assist them. It's not only you responsible, it's not a great responsible, but you give your assist. Okay, help them something. That is the philanthropy lah, which means that you love for others. It's not only you, but if you can contribute towards your village or towards your society, it can give a bright future or excel for them towards the standard living inside the society itself. Alright. Okay, so this is the initiative. Either you have the sponsorship, okay, either you do a volunteering, charity, fundraising. Okay, this is the left side, much more on funding. Okay, but on the right side, volunteering is based on your contribution. Okay, depend what the project you want to do lah. Okay, alright. So this is the success story. Okay, the real engagement. So you can refer to this video, YouTube lah. So semua ada, semua boleh access YouTube. Saya rasa tak ada siapa lagi kot yang tak pernah access YouTube. Alright. Okay. Alright, so this is the example. Okay, CSR service. Okay. Okay, and then this is the example of cluster masyarakat. Okay. We have the cluster program, ICT, alam sekitar, sukan rekreasi, keusahawanan. But during this, you must also alert, during this pandemic, you cannot, currently we are in phase 4. Phase 4, pemulihan. And then, event is prohibited. Okay, you cannot organize an event, which means that too many gathering. Okay, but you can organize event using online. Okay, also means that you can prevent a gathering, a physical gathering. So currently at this condition, so you must know what is the best situation during this pandemic lah. Either you do a conference, seminar, publication, article, or you can use a mass media platform. Okay, depend. Alright, so during your CSR, so you must have project management lah. Okay, so I'm sharing some part of the project management. Okay, which means that you organize. That's why I asked you earlier, do you have construct your teams? Okay, so because the team is your organization, so you must coordinate all the activities inside your team members. Okay, then that is the management. Okay, because you are not work alone. Currently inside nowadays, okay, after this, if you have been graduate, so which means that you will work as a team. So you must know how to manage. Okay, so basically a certain factor you need to consider, which is the machinery, materials, and also funding lah, money lah. So this is the key item. You need to manage the resource very, very carefully. Okay, for example, during this CSR, your current project, so you must know the machineries, what the involved in machineries. Either you want to do online, so you must have your laptop. Okay, you must have your Wi-Fi line, or you must have your internet. That is the machineries. Okay, the material, either you want to do PowerPoint, or you want to hand out, depend. And then the lastly is your funding lah. Okay, so depend on your work, but you must manage it very carefully. Okay, so inside your team member also, you must have the one we call it as the leader lah, the manager lah. You cannot all of it will go bringing the ideas. You cannot. You must have one to control the decision and the suggestion given by the team members. Okay, so that is the it's not about, we call it as the manager. Okay, but a leader must manage the team members lah. Okay, because inside that many decision is being made, and many ideas is being given. Okay, the best idea need to be resolved. So basically you need a leader to decide whether that is the best or the most the lowest risk. Okay, depend on the what you want to do. Okay, so the project, okay, is planned set of interrelated tasks. All right, so you have planned what you want to do, so you must plan it very carefully and put it the time frame. You must meet the deadline. Okay, so macam juga project kamu ni, saya galakkan jangan buat last minute, saya galakkan buat sekarang. Kalau boleh sebelum cuti, semua dah siap. Okey, kita ada beberapa masa lagi. We have times. Okay, at this early semester, alright. You need to very careful. Okay, not to wait until the deadline. Nanti lagi masalah. Alright. So here also, okay. Where dalam CSR tu dia bagi tahu tak kat mana nak hantar dia punya report? Ada beritahu tak? Hello?
Tak sure je. Kena baca balik.
Okey. Kalau tak ada, okey, tak apa. Saya buat kat sini. Jadi okey. So kamu akan hantar semua di sini. SCR pula. Okey. Okey, nanti semua orang akan hantar dia di sini. Boleh
Boleh je.
Alright, senang. Okay. Alright, so that is the project. Okay, project management, the body of knowledge concerned with principle, techniques and tools. Of course, if you want to do your project or you want to do your whatever activities you are intended to do with the CSR, you must have the techniques lah. You must know what is you want to do lah. For example, if you want to do gotong royong, okay, gotong royong in the mosque, or okay, so basically you need the broom, you need to plastic bags, okay, so that is the tools and technique required. Alright, so you must have the project management, the knowledge on how to conduct your activities successfully. Okay, alright. So this is the principle, okay, project management, starting from your vision, mission, business objective, standard engagement, up to accountability. Okay, this is for company. It's not all relevant to you, but at the end of the day, you can assume that what is your project, your current activity related to this project management. Okay, alright. So first of all, vision and mission, you must have the vision. What is your, first we call it as an objective. You must know what you want to do. Okay, kalau tak ada arah tujuan, orang tak panggil dia project. Alright. So basically, you must know what you want to do. We call it as a vision and mission. Okay, and then from that vision, okay, and mission, you must conduct what is the objective. Objective means that what you want to do, what you want really achieve. Okay, let's say for example the vision. Okay, you want to see the society of the society that knows better in information technology. That is the vision. The objective is you conduct the class for beginners, IT beginners, introduction to IT. So that is the objective. Okay, the vision is that this program will contribute towards the society. This program, the IT program, for example. Alright. So this principle, vision, and then from this vision you can create your objective. You must know. First, same goes with your final year project. You have the title from your supervisor. You have been given the simple synopsis of your project. So you must have your objective. At the end of the day, when you do your project, what you want to achieve, that we call it as an objective. Okay, jangan tak ada objektif semua teraba-raba lah. Dia yang mengabang-abang tu. So you must know your objective first. Alright. And then standard of engagement. So how to establish this project? You must, for example, you must have your team member. What is your team currently? The meeting, how to conduct the activities, and so on so forth. That we call it as a standard engagement. And then you must execution strategy. How to conduct? Okay, during this pandemic, for example, during this pandemic, you are being limited to move around. Okay, for especially inside the MCO PKPD diperketat. Okay, so basically how to execute with that limitation, you need to fulfill the deadline. So you must put also the risk during your execution. If let's say, for example, we don't know, for example, next month we have the PKP again, PKP 5.0, let's say, for example. So how you want to execute your activity, your project during that period of time? Okay, so you must plan well enough. Okay, so this is the sample of checklist: what, who, how, when, where, why. So that is the example. So you can read this, go through. Alright. So this is 6 principle of project management. So the continue from previous. Okay, organizational alignment. Okay, so basically each member inside your team member, you must have some purpose lah. We call it as a responsibility. Each member have their own responsibility. So for example, Ali do some report. For example, Abu doing the communication service. Siti going to the transportation and logistic, something like that. So that is the alignment. Okay, and then principle 6 is to measure the accountability, how you conduct it. Okay, alright, so this is the example. So you proper plan and then give the proper responsibility towards the each time member. At the end of the day, you can compile it towards the one report. Okay, so this is only the example. You can use another different type of tools. You can use how to record your activity. Okay, so the key skill need to achieve success. Okay, first of all, you must efficient lah. Okay, don't waste any times. Okay, because if you are conducting late, so bear in mind at the end of the semester you will have final year project. That final year project is one types of also we call it as a problem lah. It's not a problem, it's a quite a heavy workload. Not only CSR, you also have OSHA. OSHA also have their own we call it as a group activities. So if you wait until the last minute, okay, you will have a lot of work to do lah. Okay, so prepare in the early semester. So you must be very efficient. Okay, secondly, impact. Thirdly, team. Currently you have conducted your team member. And then number 4 is your result. So what is the impact? It's not bear in mind, it's not only the factor the funding factor give you better impact. It's not only that, it's only what you want to contribute towards your society is the best result. So lastly is your preparation lah. So how to prepare towards this condition. Okay, so the unknown as the cause of the project failure. Okay, so this is the example of project failure lah. You have a team badly chosen. Okay, it's not only badly chosen, but the management of the team. So be a good team member and also be a good team leader. Alright, so this is the example lah, so you can read and you can read it on your own. Okay, so basically depending on the phase, the problem during this your activities, starting from the beginning, during the planning, during the execution, and also at the end, okay, you will face many problem. You will face many problem. We call it as a dugaan. So if for example you must, in this early stage, you must consider all of the risk. Okay, jangan kata nampak yang best sahaja. Alright, you must consider of the risk. Okay, so at the end of the day, you must know that this is part of your learning progress. Okay, so bak kata orang tua tu, jadikan dia satu tauladan. Yang buruk jadikan sepadan, yang baik jadikan tauladan. Okay, so what makes a difficult project fail? Okay, this is some example. Novelties mean that you copy paste. You copy paste from your others, so which mean that there is no pure. So basically bear in mind, please, I'm not against that you are doing the same project. It's not, but please do some, what we call it as a genuinely from you, because we can contribute many things towards the society, but please do as original as you can. Okay, banyak contoh-contoh yang kita boleh buat. Okay, tu novelties lah. In terms of technology, of course, currently in your age, you are very exposed to the technology compared to me lah. I'm not that good at technology, but at the end of the day, use your your skills to help the society. So complexity, please don't do much more complex. Please ease yourself. Jangan dia bagi yang susah-susah. Simple but impactful. Okay, alright, and then we have a master copy. Okay, and then the rhythm, that is the last condition lah. So this is the phase project life cycle. So at the end of the day, starting from your project concept up to your project close, so what is you need to deliver. So the best part is here, at current situation, you are currently considering your risk management. Okay, so what you want to do, you must consider very carefully, because what you want to do is also involving risk. So you must know how to manage the risk. Setiap benda kita buat semua ada risiko. Kita bukan kata buat terus jadi, tak. So all of it involve the risk. So you must manage your risk very carefully. Okay, alright. Okay, so this is the initiation phase. So project management. Alright, so yang ni kamu boleh baca lah. Ini tak ada masalah, kamu boleh baca, go through by yourself. Okay, planning phase, as I mentioned, failure, start and then plan. So here the best part is what I am stressed is on the risk and resource. Manage your risk very carefully. Okay, and then work structure. Okay, so this is the if if you have the properly plan, and then depending on your risk management, so you can do your planning into the structure program. So which means what should go first, what should go the last step. Okay, so this is the step you can follow, all right, in order for you to break down your project properly. Okay, all right. So either if you want to do a conference, this is your step method. This is an example of the conference. Okay, jap. Okay, and then this is for house. If you want to do the house, okay. So that is the two example. Ada dua je. Tadi macam tiga. Okay. So and then you execute. Okay. So basically the terminology is quite big, but just focus on your project activities. Okay. The first is you must project be deliverable. Okay. Develop and complete. Okay. Jangan fikir projek yang best sampai kamu tak boleh nak buat. Okay, that is the as I mentioned earlier. So your project is not so complex, and then it can be manageable during this pandemic condition. Alright. And then monitor. Okay, so during the project you must monitor lah, of course. You cannot rely on your friend, rely on your on the society itself. It's not what you want to do, that is your responsible. So your responsibility, you need to ensure that your project is being executed within your time frame. Okay, jangan harap kat orang. Alright, so if you have your responsibility, you must know that you must execute it within the time frame. Okay, itu that is a very important punya condition lah. So you need to very be careful. And then closure. Okay, if your project has been successful, so you can close. Alright, so this is the checklist. Ada lagi? Okay, this is the templates, example of templates. The link is being given directly. Okay, also you can use Gantt chart templates. Okay, templates for budget, if it's involve budget lah, funding. Timeline templates also. Okay. Alright, so this is the example. This is the reference. Okay, last topic is on COVID-19. Saya rasa semua dah tahu bab COVID-19 ni. Okay, saya nak tanya secara jujur lah. Siapa belum complete dose? Ada yang belum complete lagi tak? Semua dah?
Dah.
Ada yang tak dapat lagi? Semua dah Okay, bagus. Alright, so at the end of the day, semua cerita bab vaksin lah. Okay. Ada yang anti-vax kat sini ke? Semua okay
Okay.
Alright.
Okey, doktor.
Okay. Bukan apa. Saya yalah geng ni pun saya pun seronok juga. Bukan kita buat seronok nak apa kan. Tapi just nak bagi kamu tahu, kamu info. Okay. Ada information kita diberitahu daripada ni, kita mengamalkan habatus sauda dan juga kurma. Betul. Madu untuk mengelakkan COVID. Ada tak kamu dengar tak?
Ada.
Ada semalangnya.
Okey. Saya tak kata benda tu salah. Saya tak kata benda tu betul juga. Okey. Tapi kamu kena tahu, habatus sauda tu apa? Tahu tak habatus sauda tu apa?
Tahu.
Apa dia? Siapa yang cakap tahu ni? Apa dia? Habatus sauda tu apa? Apa dia?
Let's see.
Ha?
Macam pil tu.
Macam pil. Tu tak tahu dia tu.
Dia macam bunga je, bunga.
Bunga apa?
Tak tahu lah sekejap. Saya Google.
Tapi betul, kamu Google lah betul-betul. Dia adalah
Hitam. Biji hitam.
Bunga jintan.
Yang tu lah saya jumpa panel je saya. Tak tahu bahasa
Okey.
Melayu apa.
Dia bunga jintan hitam. Kita pakai dekat masak. Kita memasak, kita guna dua jenis. Satu jintan hitam, satu jintan putih. Jintan hitam tu bahasa Arab dia, kita panggil habatus sauda. Okey? Bunga jintan ni memang betul. Betul. Rasulullah tu bagi tahu betul. Itu hadis sahih. Betul. Dia kata semua penyakit boleh ada penawarnya kecuali mati. Betul, memang betul. Tapi yang kita duduk ngadap ni, ini adalah benda yang bawa mati. Yang kita hadap ni boleh bawa mati. Jadi benda tu tak sesuai. Bukan kata tak betul. Tak. Benda bukan dia. Apa yang Rasulullah bagi tahu tu betul. Dan kita yang salah faham.
Saya setuju saya.
Okey. Jadi kalau dalam keadaan tu sekarang, kalau habatus sauda tu kata boleh prevent, dia tak boleh. Fahamkan keadaan dia. Sebab benda ni boleh bawa mati. Kalau tak percaya, kalau kamu kena heart attack macam arwahnya Muhammad Khalid yang baru meninggal semalam, innalillahi wa inna ilaihi raji'un. Kalau dia kena heart attack, kamu bagi habatus sauda, tengok dia boleh cure atau tak boleh cure. Kan? Benda tak betul. Ada benda yang kalau kita kena heart attack, ada ubat jantung untuk bagi dia buka balik. Okey, ada juga ubat-ubat lain yang perlu keadaan dia. Itu kegunaan. Itulah dia panggil ilmu pengetahuan. So jangan jadi anti-vax tanpa tahu keadaan. Okey? Alright, ada apa soalan?